Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to make a felt ornament with new dies from Trinity Stamps. I thought it would be really fun to use the Holiday Wreath die that you see here. It's an add-on for the circle-shaped card, but I thought we could easily do all the things out of felt and make an ornament. I was inspired by one that I saw online and thought I have dies I could make an ornament like that with, so that's what I'm gonna do. I have some red, two shades of green, and some white, slightly off-white actually, felt that I'm gonna use. And I love the wool felt that I got. I think I got this at Benzie. Most of my felt, that's where I've gotten it. So I really like the thickness of it, the quality of it. It's just different than like sheets of felt that you could buy at any given store that also carries craft supplies, you know? So it's nice and thick and really well made because it's wool felt. Yeah, so there's the dark green wreath. That's the largest of the two dies. And then the smaller one I cut from the light green. And then I cut a bunch of things from the red. One of those is the berries. And then I am going to use the two layers of the bow, but not the like hanging down the strings of the bow. Okay, for my base, I'm just using some circle dies. I have circle layers set A. I picked out one for the wreath to go on and then one for that circle to sit on, and I'm going to cut two of those. So I'm going to do that with the white felt, and then everything is going to get layered up. So there's my two white circles and my one red circle. Now you're also going to want some embroidery floss. I have colors to match each of the colors of felt that I'm going to use, and I highly recommend that if you like making things with felt. I'm also going to use some sequins. I wasn't sure if I was going to use those ones, but I went through my stash and I had a ton of sequins, so I'm going to just use something I hadn't decided yet, and some seed beads, tiny beads with a hole in the middle. You would like to use a nice big needle that is for embroidery. I'm going to show you how I tie my knot there just by putting the thread on my finger and then laying the needle on top of that, wrapping the thread around 3 times and pulling the needle through, and that'll give me a nice knot. Okay, so now I'm going to take those two green layers, the wreath layers, and I'm going to stitch them together by stitching on these berries or ornaments. I think in the die set, normally they're supposed to be ornaments. So I just did some basic one up, one down stitch to hold these on, and with the same color, it's not that big of a deal. You know, where your stitches are, they don't have to be perfect, but we're just tacking those down. So I'm going to go all the way around, randomly placing these, and they're just cute. I mean, already the wreath is just darling. I think I used 8 of those. I die cut 9, but in the end I think I only used 8. That's how they fit on there best. So I'm tacking down the first layer of the bow, same way I just did with the ornaments, we'll call them. And then the second layer, I'm going to do a little stitch on the side, and I'm going through a bunch of layers of felt right now. So I'm, being really careful not to stab myself and just get through all of those layers. And so you can see this is kind of where the die makes an embossed line into the project, and so that's where I decided to put my stitch for that. And then I will use the centerpiece for this. You'll see that come in just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm adding some sequins. I found some that were stars. Yeah, they're gold, like shattered glass looking, and I just thought that was so cool. So I decided I don't care if I only have red seed beads. This is what I want on here, and I kind of liked how it looked. So you just put your thread up from the back, add on your star or your sequin, and then you're going to take a seed bead and put that on your thread. Let me catch up to myself. And go back down through the center of the sequin, and that holds the sequin on, and then you've got a cool bead there. Now it's going to give you a totally different look if your sequin and your bead match, so you might want to try that. But this is what I had, this is all I could find, so I decided to use what I have instead of go shopping. But I will tell you, I almost went to the craft store. I did have things in my Amazon cart, and I was like, no, I can do this. Okay, so I brought my needle up from the back. I have some white embroidery floss, and this is all of the layers, 6 strands together of my embroidery floss, and I'm doing a French knot. So you're going to bring the needle up from the back, wrap the thread around it 2 times, and go back down in the same or close to the same hole. So here, wrap it around twice, 1, 2, go back down in. I like to hold the thread there at the base of the needle a little bit and pull it through. Now, I have to tell you, I am not an expert at stitching. Okay, I just do this because I love it. So if you want like expert advice on stitching and stitches and how to do them, this is not that video, but you can find them on YouTube. I just do this because I love finding other ways to use my dies. I love making felt ornaments, and so I just kind of figure it out as I go, and I've learned some things by doing that along the way. Okay, so now I have like just two strands of my green embroidery floss, and I'm using that to tack down the wreath onto the red circle. And I'm kind of hiding this behind the lighter green, and that, it wasn't stitched on all the way around. It was just stitched on by those berries and the French knots and the little seed beads. So it's easy to go in and hide this, but also I am using green thread. So if any of it showed, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So I'll just go around a very simple running stitch to hold this down. And it couldn't be easier, except, just trying to hide it under there a little bit. So easy peasy. We're having fun so far, right? I hope you guys like this felt ornament project. You've got to let me know in the comments below, because pretty much every Christmas I do a video with a felt ornament. It's just, I love making them. I have a whole Pinterest board on felt ornaments. Like, I aspire to someday make a bunch, but there it is, tacked down. Now we need to tack this down or stitch it down to the red layer. Now, you saw earlier I used my Bearly art glue to put the center of my bow on, and it says that it works on crafts, so I'm like, well, let's try it on some felt. So I did, and so far so good. So what I'm doing here now is I'm just doing a regular up and down stitch. I'm sure there's a name for this, okay? But like I said, I don't know it. I just do what I think's cute right there. So coming up on the edge of the red and then down through the red. I'm trying to evenly space these. I'm trying to make my stitches the same size. It takes a little practice, and mine is not by any means perfect at all, and that's okay. That's okay. If you love doing this and it makes you happy, you should just do it and not worry about perfection, right? Worry about the process and having fun doing it. Okay, so now I'm doing, I think this one's called a blanket stitch. And so you're going to go down through the felt and then grab your loop before you pull the needle all the way through. And it's going to catch that and give you a line of thread on the edge of your ornament. So see, I just took my stitch through both layers and then went through the loop. Yeah, and again, I'm trying to evenly space these. I'm trying to put the hole for my needle where I'm going down through my ornament as spaced between the red stitches. That's what I'm trying to do. So I did that almost all the way around, but I left an opening so that I could stuff this and make it nice and puffy. So I'm going to bring in some fluffy stuff. Yeah, it's batting, really, and I'm going to just fill this up. And you can just tuck this in, make it as full as you want, or you could, try and leave it mostly flat with just a little bit in. But always try to give this a nice fluff before you just grab a chunk and put it in there. There's also Fiber Fill, I think is another brand you can get, but you can easily find this at the craft store. Okay, so then once that's done, I just need to finish that blanket stitch all the way around to close it up. And you can see I'm using some clips there to kind of hold things. There are special clips just for like sewing. I've bought them for my mom before because my mom is into sewing, like actual sewing and embroidery, actual embroidery. And I love that so much that she has her thing. So I know those clamps, and I was thinking I need some of those right now, but I just used what I had. Remember, I didn't buy anything. I used what I had in my stash. Yeah, so I just took the ends of my string there and tied a knot to complete it. And then I'm using some baker's twine because I was going to stitch some ribbon in there and I totally forgot. So I just used some red and white baker's twine. It's one of my favorite things for the holidays. And I'm leaving a loose knot because you never know what, I might attach this to a gift and then the person would attach it to their tree. And so I just like to leave it loose till I know exactly what's happening. I did have some bells in my stash. Now, the sad part about these bells, they don't really jingle. They unless they tap on each other. There's nothing inside of there that moves around, but they're cute. and I might as well use them, right? So I did. I just gonna stitch them on, and then I'll tie a knot to pull those up close to my bow. I think I tied them a little bit too tight. It makes the bow kind of push up a little bit. But sometimes you're just having so much fun, you don't notice these things till later. So I think the bells are a really cute final touch for this project, and I just love it. I think it's so festive. I had fun making it, and I definitely think this would make a great gift. So I'm going to tie a little bow at the top of my twine there. It just needed a little something. I thought about putting some holly there, but it just didn't look right. So a tiny little bow here is what I'm going to do to complete that. So I got plenty of the red and white baker's twine. I made sure that I bought a big spool of it one year. So I'd always have it. I love it for tags too. So there is my completed holiday wreath felt ornament. This holiday wreath is new in the Trinity Stamp Shop, so I will link that for you below and you can check that out. And there's a lot of ways that you could use this. I've made a circle shaped card with this that was a shaker. I also just made a wreath and put it on an A2 size card, and my shaker was on the circle shaped card. So if you haven't seen that video, the circle shaped card yet, I will link it at the end of this one so you can check it out. So thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know in the comments if you have made felt ornaments with your dies. I'll see you all again very soon. Happy stamping. Bye.